Susan Margaret Alice Shaw Burroughs is my mama. And I don't know, she hates to tell you her name, but that's her name, and she's about 88 years old, more or less. I don't know. I don't know. She's definitely in her 80s. I don't know her exact. I can't help you out. Everyone wants to know how old I am. Well, do I look like I got a lot of gray? Who just stuck their finger in there? Now you might say I'm clumsy or something. You see, that was electronic monitoring. That's remote neural monitoring and torture. Electronic torture, high-tech torture developed by the Pentagon. And you saw this kind of stuff in the 1990 movie Firefox starring Clint Eastwood. And Clint Eastwood showed you that you can drive a fighter plane with your mind. I've got to work harder with my voice now because of the demonic, because it's demonic people. It's not demons from the horror movies. They're real people using electronics to beam shit into your body and Doctor Ho you by remote control. And talk endlessly in your head. And then mind wipe you when you're in the middle. I cannot work. It's been 5 years that I've been taken out. And the last year I worked, I was still being run from the inside. I couldn't even tell anybody. I make these videos a lot because it's been 6 years. 6 fucking years of my life being tortured 24 hours a day. I have not had a day off in 6 years from being tortured. What was my crime? I'm a civilian on a planet run by devils like Prince fucking Andrew, who still hasn't been executed for being on Epstein's Island and participating in the House of Horrors there. So if that guy can run free, then the whole fucking planet is what? It's a crime planet. And that's basically why. Because I'm on the wrong fucking planet, aren't I? So anyways, we were listening to that song, What It's Like, because I don't seem to get any compassion from anybody, especially my mama. And my God, what kind of person is a mother who, when their son is being tortured, she adds to the torture by being a vicious, violent bitch that continually accuses me of lying. And that somehow this is a psychological problem in the middle of the crime planet everywhere. You got a war in the Ukraine by a crazy fucking Russian and a fucking demented Joe Biden going on. I don't know, is that still going on, the fake fucking news? I don't know, and then that's all I can tell you, is that people, the closest people to me, are the furthest away from me now. And that's a horrible state of affairs, in addition to crime planet fuckface. So, Susan, I'm going to put down below that song, right down there, What It's Like. Please click on that one. And remember that song that used to be played in the radio. Because, do you know why I'm so fucking mad at you? Because for 6 fucking years you continue to insist that I belong in the psych ward. And I'm still viciously, violently tortured all fucking day long by these fucking people who are paid by the 1% to do nothing but torture me. Do you know how much $1 billion is? Do you know how much $1 billion is? Do you know how cheap you can get devils? You can get people. You set them up, you don't even have to pay them. Just give them a crappy house to live in and hook them up with all of the high-tech electronic shit that's developed by the Pentagon. And they spent trillions and trillions of dollars. And trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars for decades after decades to develop all of this horrible, horrible stuff. And then the evil fucking people like Hillary Clinton give away All this technology designed to defend us from evil, and they give it to evildoers, and then they pay evildoers to devil people. And that's the state of affairs. That's the real state of affairs. Again and again and again. And if you're going to tell me, Susan, again and again, that you need some kind of psychiatric pill, don't you understand that all pills are placebo effect? They must be. Because if some of them are placebo effect, then all of them must be, by logic. And if you're going to give me all kinds of chemistry and bullshit, I'm going to tell you again and again that you don't understand quantum physics. And that's what people like Werner Heisenberg told us in 1925. If you think you understand quantum physics, then you don't understand quantum physics. In other words, they can't understand it, the brightest minds in the world. And you're a dumb bunny. What does quantum physics mean? It means it's not a 3D physical world, even though it appears that way to our physical senses. And science says quantum physics. And you don't understand it because you're a dumb bunny. And I can't possibly educate you on all these things because you don't want to listen. You would rather go on the attack because you're insane. And you should be locked up. At 88 years of old, you should be locked up for bedeviling me and continuing lying to me and being a vicious, violent person. Who won't put my money back into my account. You stole all my fucking money. You did, Susan. You stole it. And you're still in your fucking name, so you can say you got control over me. I'm 57 years old, and I never appointed you a guardian of me, and the court didn't either. And it hasn't gone to court, and there's no filing action for you to become my guardian. So I told you to fuck off, Susan. You're a thief. You're a villain and you're a vicious animal. And you've got an evil fucking heart. And you worship Mummy. Mummy Mammon. Mammon. That's all you're all about. Mammon. 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 Money. You don't worship love and you don't worship God. You don't worship good, you worship evil. From my perspective. And all this about me can't get the words out, that's all electronic harassment, that I can't get words out. That's complete electronic harassment, and I've sent you information, Susan, and videos about it. And you continually lie to me and gaslight me. That's gaslighting. That's the most fucking evil thing a mother could continually do to her son. And you do it, you evil fucking bitch. So, why are you in the lake of fire when you die, Susan? Because you're a fucking devil today. And if you won't change, then there's nothing for you to do but wait for the most horrible to come around. Do you think you're going to get another life at harvest time? Why? What did you do in this lifetime? You're a stupid woman. That's what you are, a stupid woman who's unbelievably cruel and evil. I don't know, this is about as far as I can do. Because this is not a fucking mental problem. This is a mental problem in the fucking terrorists that are terrorizing me, you stupid fucking cunt. You fuck off, Susan. You go and put all my money back in my account. Because you constructively arranged for it to all go into your name. You're a vicious, violent fucking plotter. You vicious, violent shit thing. I know you're not going to do anything because you haven't done anything now. And you're not going to do anything at all, Susan. But you're, blah, 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 blah. This is me being hijacked again by your fucking son-in-law's brother. You're fucking Dougal. You're fucking Dougal. You worship the fucking Dougal. The fucking evil fucking family of Thunder Bay. You're a piece of work, Susan. You're a black mama. At St. Peter's desk They look at you, Susan, and they tell you again and again, stop eating meat, you vicious, violent, fucking shit thing. Stop killing animals, you stupid, vicious, violent person. And you won't. And that is why you're going to the lake of fire, you fish. Because you cold-hearted shit thing, you go fuck off. You go drop dead. And then I'm going to see you burning away, away, away in that lake of fire. Me. Because that's what happens, Susan. Either you go to heaven or you go to hell. And you're a hellion. And if you're going to tell me I'm going to hell, then I'll see you burn in hell, Susan.